Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
58, 58, come on. Your track. Strong. Snoop. Kill. Hustle up.
First down, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? 35. Give me something. Here we go, here we go. No.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Parker, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen. 78 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Fitzpatrick on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yeah. Coming to you, coming to you. Come.
Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Desmond King picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Cluster. 52.
Hey, Delta.
52.
Q.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
12.
5-2 to Mike. 5-2, Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. We won.
Here's Rivers. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep is Trevor Davis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Get ready.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Hey, Haywood!
On third down, Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick again. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, Delta! Hey, 79!
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. Q.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Go.
Let's get that ball here.
Get hot.
To throw again. Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's third down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Load it.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
All day.
Behind.
On third down, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon. And guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. To throw on third down. Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
180. Regular.
Let's go, G. Let's go.
On first and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's third and short. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The first down throw here for Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. First down, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Round 80.
Right here, right here. Titus Ringo.
Alpha.
Ringo.
Hey, Rocket.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, Orbit.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Right
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
There you go, get down, get down, get down.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Tackles.
Regular.
Mike, 49. I'm going.
Hey, shift.
I'm going back to you.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. Let's go.
Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch out. Hey, 5-0. He'll kill.
Now Fitzpatrick. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Regular.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Bravo.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and here we go again. 49.
He'll kill.
49's the Mike.
Man out.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, Charlie.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, take your socks off, back to home. Socks off, back to home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Block 15!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Davis now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Mike 20!
Mike 49.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, high 7. Jim, go Jim.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I don't think you got it, son.
35.
Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, Rocket.
Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Check 52.
Hey, Zoo.
Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Stop here, D.
Sponge.
Buffalo one.
They go play action. Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
58, the money. Watch the curl.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the screen. Pass.
Throwing again. Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
52.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Throwing Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Hey. Hey, Alpha.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, easy. White, 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Q. Mike 52. Orange 5-4.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Ready?
Hey, wahoo.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Squeeze.
To throw again. Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Banjo. Hey, Mike 52.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Left.
Mike 52.
Let them know.
Hey, seam 6. Red.
52's the mic.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Again, it's Rivers. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and now it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
55's my guy, 55.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
To throw again. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14.
Ricky. Load it. Hey, 79.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
go, load it. Load it.
52.
Bust right.
52's the mic. Cut.
Look.
To throw, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. On third down, here's Eckler. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that.
And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the screen.
Cluster.
Mike 52. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, exit.
Give me that ball, defense.
Behind.
Following the interception here, Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, you stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey.
49, check 49.
Back to it after the pick 6, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The Charger drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, hey, hey.
52's the mic, boys. 50.
Red Delta!
Rivers on first down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Load it. Load it. Load it.
55. Hey, eat.
Hey.
Here we go, D.
12. Q.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Rivers here to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Hey, 79. Wait, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach...
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Come on.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Kill. Hey, orbit.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways.